Back to the Lakers. So LeBron is actually facing heat because he said nobody wants to be in Memphis, and he says they should actually move to Nashville. So on a show, he was asked about traveling in the NBA, and he said, oh, pardon my curse words because he said a lot here. He said, a random fucking Tuesday in Milwaukee, staying at the fucking Hyatt at 41 years old. You think I want to do that shit? Being in Memphis on a fucking random ass Thursday? I'm not like the first guy to even talk about it in the NBA. We're all like, you guys have to move, go over to Nashville. You got Vanderbilt over there, you got NASCAR, you got a stadium. Don't they got a hockey team too? So he basically stood on what he said because he was facing a lot of backlash, especially from the people who live in the city of Memphis. But Mace, do you think he's being overly scrutinized, or do you think, he might have overstepped a little bit, even if that's what he felt?
I mean, with the news in the last couple of years, Memphis has gotten a very bad reputation from the artists that have been killed there. People get killed everywhere, and not making light of that, but just the history, just the recent history, not Elvis. We're not talking about all the way back then. We're talking about in the last 5 to 7 years. It's been crazy in Memphis. I mean, you've seen. I think even a NBA player got killed in Memphis. Tennessee altogether has been kind of crazy. I wouldn't just say Memphis, but if we're talking about Memphis, they have a very bad reputation right now, and you don't even want to add hip hop to it. It's just crazy right now. And if this is the city and this is where the stars are doing, you can only imagine what the regular life is like, because you're getting this from A-list celebrities. You're getting A-list celebrities walking around with the fire, promoting the fire. So it's crazy in Memphis right now. And sometimes it's entertaining for people to watch, but somebody got to tell them they're televising your demise.
He also said a random Tuesday in Milwaukee. What do you and the people of Milwaukee have to say that?
Ron, chill out. But this is what happens, right? You grow up in Akron, Ohio. You move to LA. You start thinking you from LA. You think you from Miami, and then all of a sudden somebody say, hey, you from the Midwest as well.
Nigga don't like the Hyatt. Ron gets some money. Nigga said a random Tuesday in the Hyatt?
Yes.
Nigga don't
stay in the Hyatt?
Staying at fucking Hyatt at 41 years old. I think I want to do that shit.
Last time I stayed in the Hyatt, man, I think I was about 21, 22.
Because
the Hyatt is like, what, a motel?
No, the Hyatt is not a motel. It's a regular hotel. But there's no Four Seasons in Memphis. Like, where are you going to stay?
Larry, that's when you're really uppity. You say, the Hyatt is a motel. Is that a motel?
Yeah. See me?
It's a slot off. That's what it is.
I still do the 40 for 3 hours. It's 40. I'm still at the Capri Inn. That's why I'm like, damn. Hyatt's a slide off, damn. Yo, you hear that, Sin? We can't do the Capri Inn $40 for 3 hours no more.
See, Bron is thinking like he's speaking for people that's like married. You can't bring your wife and your children in the Hyatt. You just can't do that.
There's people who bring their wife and children in the Hyatt, though, murder.
I know. I'm saying at that level, like you're not gonna see Grand Hill and Tamia in the Hyatt, or like, right? I'm just saying, it's levels. It's levels.
No, I dig that.
But so a person like LeBron, the Hyatt is like a slide off. I'm not saying it's a slide off hotel. But to somebody like LeBron, that's not that he would slide off, but that's like a slide off hotel. You get what I'm saying, Larry?
Yeah.
For that level, like Tom Cruise, he wouldn't be at the Hyatt. He might. I can't say, I gotta watch my words. Niggas watch my words.
See, that's why That's why, you know what I'm saying? Listen, man, to each his own. Because
I told you I was eating breakfast and I walked past Savannah James and her friends was looking at me. So I gotta watch my words, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just saying, like, I understand where you're coming from and where LeBron's coming from, actually. But I got this happened about maybe a year ago now. Nice female. She got a nice job, making about $160 a year, real decent job. And I called her, I said, yo, let's go to the dirty motel and get nasty. She said, let's do it. That wasn't even the high. This is the shit you can't take your socks off. This is the shit where you gotta take the comforter off because you can't trust the comforter.
Now let me ask you, if you can't trust the comforter, how can you trust the sheets?
You take a chance, man. Yo, I'm still out here living lawless, Beth. I'm just saying, man.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
What do you think, Stat? If you can't trust the comforter, can you trust the sheets? You can't?
See, y'all want y'all spice your life up.
No, I don't want to spice my life up like that. Like, I've actually complained. Like, when you see certain things, I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. Some things you're just not doing anymore.
Yeah, then your hair, your top of your head be itching and all that.
No, it's not even that. You just never know. Like, I'm okay. You know about spice your life. I don't want to live on the edge.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? You act like the way y'all acting with Sid. And he hates it. We're 04 killer act. Bring 04 killer back. I don't want this new nigga. You call me Love Jones, all type of shit, man. So once in a while, I just backtrack.
Yeah.
But to answer the question, Memphis is tough, man.
Yeah, anything with an N on the end of it is dangerous.
Yeah, Memphis is really tough, man. Shout out to Pebbles, man. She just came home a little while ago. What up, Peb? I ain't see Pebs in a little minute. But to say, I don't think this is my opinion, right? I understand where LeBron's coming from and why he would say it, but to me, just me, I wouldn't say it out loud. Because it's like this, right? And he's right. It's been other players who said this. He's not the first person to say it. But whether he likes it or not, he's the face of the NBA, one of the faces of the NBA. And what he says carries a lot of weight. And he may not give a fuck. He like, man, whatever, killer. Fuck you talking about? You go spend the night in Memphis. Because I'm not. You know, I've been asked to be, and I'm being honest, I'm not even being funny. It's been times I've done shows in Memphis, not recently, but I've been asked to go to Memphis recently, and I haven't because I just don't know what's going on in the city. I don't mean that in a bad way, but if you take basketball away from Memphis, imagine how bad it would be without a team. At least a team gives you some entertainment 41 nights out the week. At least you could say, I got John Morant. At least you could say, yo, we got Zach Randolph. And you know what I'm saying? It's something to look forward to. If you take that away, and I get it, bro, and I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying the city wouldn't have nothing else to look forward to. It is bad. Nigga, the phrase is hard out here for a pimp is from over there, man. They got a song about it, my nigga. It's bad. We just watched an organized kidnapping when niggas drove from Memphis to Dallas.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You could get killed in front of the arena. Yeah,
listen. Yo, bro.
We got to get out of there.
Bro, what I'm saying is niggas drove from Memphis to Dallas with a contract that was already running. And not just that. Parents were there. Like, the parents was sitting on it. Like, it was adults and parents and grandparents in there, bro. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? And I always bring, and I'm not making fun of this, but I'm saying it because I'll be like, you know, a lot of times I pick and choose what I eat too. Because I'm like, people die over food. Like, you know, where's P&B Rock, God bless the dead, died over food. And I always say, yo, damn, Young Dolph just was trying to get some cookies. You know what I'm saying? You can't even go get cookies. It's bad in Memphis. So, like I said, I hope the city gets better. I got some friends out there that
I think it's just life is cheap in Memphis.
yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's a bad city, but I get where LeBron is coming from. I could say it, but I'm the face of it is what it is. So when you the face of the whole NBA, people in Memphis are taking the wrong way because I think if you take the team from Memphis,
it gets crazy.
It gets crazy, bro.
If you think this is crazy, it just get crazy. Remember,
crazy.
it was I think it was somewhere in Tennessee. I'm not sure if it was Memphis, but Lorenz Wright, you know, got killed, an NBA player. So it's by his wife, and it started in Memphis. So anything can happen in Memphis. It don't matter if you're on the team or off the team. And that's why people tell people like Ja Morant, you know, chill out and try to go in a different direction. Because in Memphis, anything can happen. Celebrity or not.
Okay, so y'all know I'm a positive person. So before we go to break, what is a city that y'all feel like is underrated that maybe a lot of people don't go to that you were actually like, dang, I didn't even have this expectation, but you know, this is a tough city.
So you're doing more negative, but you're positive?
This is positive. Like a lot of people, because a lot of people agreed with him, and a lot of people in Memphis was like, no, this city, you know, because they're gonna rep their city. But what's the city that you went to? You didn't really know, and then you're like, oh, this city's lit.
Oh, good. In a good way. For me, it was Phoenix. Phoenix, Scottsdale. That was a place I never would have thought to go. One time I went there and I really enjoyed it. It was really nice. And San Diego was another place that I really enjoyed.
Okay.
I think both those cities that May said is nice. If you're looking at landscape and everything else, you're talking about the chicks. Nasty. It depends on what you're talking about, Stat.
See, again, you like to spice things up. You have a different criteria.
That's what I'm at. You narrow it down to what's lit. Well,
I'll give you 3. Okay, we'll do landscape and aura.
Okay.
2, women. You were like, dang, they bad.
Okay.
3, let's do like relaxing.
Okay. I like that. For relaxing, let's go relax. I think Mace is correct. Scottsdale is really good. I like Scottsdale. It gets hot there. It's fucking burning. It's a little hotter than Nevada, actually. I've had some glasses on the dashboard and they melted in the dashboard, like when I left them in the car. But it's you're not gonna bump into a lot of niggas. And if you do, they gonna be mad they bumped into you too. You know what I'm saying? so yeah, this nigga, they'll be more mad because most time is athletes or fucking rappers out here now and all that shit.
Yeah, you thought you got away.
Yeah, they thought they mad. They see me. I like that. So that's that. Then when you got women, it's a lot of underrated cities, man. I can't name one city, but one city that I will name is that I would say Detroit. And I haven't been there in a long time because it's the no-fly zone. I don't know the rules of the no-fly zone.
You think Detroit is underrated?
As far as women?
I don't think that when it comes to women, they're underrated.
No, well, that's a great point. It's just I haven't been to see them in a while. Maybe that's that's a good point, Mace, because listen, there's a lot of, Seattle is great. A lot of Midwest states too, Indianapolis. Like I said, I think we had this before. I didn't say Detroit, I actually said Minneapolis because it's so cold there, there's a lot of beautiful women there. And to me, landscape, a city that's underrated, it's not in America, but it's still in North America, is Vancouver. Vancouver is a very beautiful city, man. It has the worst Skid Row I've ever seen. It's 4 or 5 blocks of badness where bums attack you, everything. If you stay away from them 4 blocks, the landscape, the vision, Vancouver is a very, 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 very pretty city as far as landscape is concerned.
See, dope answers. I'm going to give my 2 cents and I'm going to say Utah because growing up on the East Coast, there's a lot of states over here that I am not going to lie, and you don't know till you travel, I thought they were going to be racist. I thought that we weren't going to be welcomed. I always just those are just states you don't go to. And I had a ball.
In Utah?
Yes.
Utah?
You was skiing?
Utah.
No, I was just hanging out. When was it? I mean, it's always basically snow season. 2 weeks ago.
Wasn't we
Well, we always end up in the same places at different times because he was like,
You want to go to the fake snow
place.
You said
I did not know that.
You said you was going snowing in the mountains.
I did. Over here. 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, for what?
Just for fun.
Yeah. Fair. We was up in the mountains snowmobiling. We was in some clouds. It was crazy, man. But
Nice.
don't blow it because I was
Keep
like,
going. I spent all that stuff.
Because you know what happened? I was around some real white people, and they was like, yeah, they wanted to say nigga out. I know they wanted to. They looked at me and said, it's too congested. I was like,
I know what that means.
They wanted to say it's too many. Actually, let's bleep that out, Nick. Let's keep this under wraps for we get back to. When we get back over to the wall, we see 92 niggas there.
You remember I called you black?
Yeah, yo, mates, the nigga, yo, fam, they got some shit now. Yeah, what the
That
fuck?
be looking lit.
Yeah.
I said, this is too much money to be around black people. I gotta go.
Did we see any black? I don't think we saw any
We
black.
see one black nigga, maybe one.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to Albuquerque.
listen.
It's fire.
You ever been to Albuquerque?
Mm-mm. I'm making my way. I want to go to Wyoming next. Like, I have to go to these little places over here. Like, I just never.
Just to chime in real quick for you and everybody else. Utah, like you said, I used to have that perception too years ago. I'm talking about. But Utah is very white, but it's one of the non-racist states that you could go to. Like if you black, they're gonna treat you even better. Like, oh, look at them. Come on. Like it's
No, yes, exactly. They're just catering to you.
They cater to you. Like, yo,
Look at him.
Look,
Look at him.
Your rich friend lives in Utah. Your rich friend lives in Utah.
Who's that?
Tommy.
Oh, yeah.
Kim got rich friends in Utah.
Fam, me and Larry, we got doing some land out there, and because a lot shout out to the Mormons as well out there, and it's a lot of Hawaiian people out there. But we're driving, and it's actually Larry's friend that introduced me to it. He's driving, he's like, yeah, that's my mountain right there. I'm like, yeah, mountain? He said, yeah, I own that mountain. Then he tells you, you want some water? So yeah, tell me what he said. Yeah, it's the water from my mountain that we make. And I'm like, yo, hold on, you making what? He's like, yeah, I own that mountain too. Fam, shout out to Tommy, man.
Yeah, Tommy.
Tommy got a lot of land out there. Big shout out to Tommy. But Utah is a very non-racist state, even though it's a majority white. But why you think that's what I said? That's why AJ from BYU don't want to leave college. If Utah don't want to get that, he is
You should ask for a mountain next to me. That's what I would do. Now that you put us up on game, AJ asked for a mountain. They want you to stay there. Say, I need a whole mountain.
Fam, I asked him, I said, how much you pay for me? I bought it in the 80s, like $12,000. How much now?
Wow.
Like, Cam, you don't ask. He had to, don't even ask because you can't afford it. And I'm not selling it even if you want to ask.
That'd be crazy, AJ Mountain.
Yeah.
That's lit.
But that's why I think he really don't want, that's why they pumping. He's not leaving school. He's staying because if Utah don't want to leave get that number one pick, bro, I'm just telling you, he's probably treated so good in Utah and could get anything and be like, yo, I'm a full-fledged nigga. And like you said, Murder, that nigga have about 17 mountains on water, all type of shit. So I really believe if Utah don't get the number one pick, go back to BYU, nigga, because they treated me and Stat the way they treat me, Stat and Larry.
I get it.
They treated me, Stat and Larry, like the way they treat us. They probably treating that nigga
royalty.
Turkey Island Chic.
Royalty, yes.
You had the donuts walking around in the mouth.
Yeah. Nigga mother said, we are not playing for nobody else. Get your degree. That's what his mom and dad said, we gonna run with the degree.
Right.
We not going nowhere.
Right. Shout out to Utah. So we discussed some of the games from this weekend earlier, but something in particular that went viral was an interaction between Don Staley and Gino. So Don is actually being heard saying, I will beat Gino's ass after he angrily came up to her face, said some words, and pointed at her. It later was revealed it all came about because Gino took offense when Don didn't shake his hand in time before the game. He said at the press conference, for 41 years, I've been coaching. The protocol is before the game, you meet at half court. They announced it on loudspeaker. I waited there for 3 minutes. so it is what it is. He also took jabs at the officials because UConn didn't attempt a single free throw in the third quarter, citing that the Gamecocks were beating the shit out of our guys. So South Carolina went on to beat UConn 62-48. Sorry, Maurice. Mace, what did you think of the way Gino approached the situation and just hearing it was over a handshake, allegedly?
Whatever they said at half court was crazy because you could just see Don Staley just going erratic, and you could see Gino's head paws moving. So whatever they were saying, it wasn't just great game. It wasn't just good luck in the future. It was something that they got going on, and this is interesting because you got Gino. Who's been a great for so long, he goes all the way back to the lady at Tennessee, right? That was his old rival. And now he find himself here arguing with Dawn Staley. And Dawn Staley is looking like she's the new face of women's basketball, especially in college. And it's always tumultuous when it's a changing of the guards and you're dealing with a sport, right?
Yeah.
This handshake was crazier than Michael Jordan and Isaiah Thomas. This is exactly the kind of energy that was put into that. And I don't want to bring up Isaiah situation, but this had that same energy. They really can't stand each other. I know people say, well, it's just a game. It's not just a game for Gino and Dawn Staley. I think they represent two different worlds, and that makes it a perfect clash and a perfect rivalry. He represents everything conservative. She represents this new way. Is a woman doing it. She's black. Is just totally opposite. So I could see them clashing, and I could see this going on. I bet you Gino never wants to lose to Dawn Staley again.
Yep.
He's recruiting like crazy this morning.
Yeah, listen, I learned something watching this, right? Because when Gino said this, because right after, I watched the game, so I watched everything. Right after the thing, after the game, when they interviewed Dawn Staley when she was on the court, she said, I don't know what's wrong with Gino. You need to ask him. If it's something about a handshake or something else that I didn't do, my bad. So on. No, that's what she said right while she was still on the court after the game. So then I watched everything. So what I learned is it's a pregame handshake because I'm like, Dawn Staley did shake his hand before the game. I'm like, yo, what is he talking about? She shook his hand before the game. So then I learned with this whole Gino and Dawn Staley thing, it's a pregame handshake. Then it's supposed to be a handshake right before the game, which Dawn Staley didn't do according to Gino. And then it's a handshake after the game where everybody's online, all the players giving each other a high five. So let's break that down, right? Pre-game handshake, cool. I did see Gino after I learned all this standing at half court, but I didn't know if he's waiting. I know nobody's paying attention to that. We're getting ready for a game, but he was standing there for a minute, and apparently he was waiting for a handshake. Cool, Dawn Staley didn't give him the handshake. After the game, says something about this handshake, apparently, to Dawn Staley, and Dawn Staley goes off on him, flipping out. Now, if Connecticut had won that game, would
he need that handshake?
Would you care about the handshake? You wouldn't care. You wouldn't have brought it up. You would have lost. You would have been mad. You wouldn't have been mad not getting the handshake. You would have been like, good game. But because you lost, you couldn't think of nothing else to have an attitude with Dawn Staley about. And yeah, they probably don't like each other, so he used that. And yeah, by the way, before the game, you didn't shake my hand. You had me sitting there waiting. Okay, Gino, fine, my bad. I shook your hand.
You think he's the Godfather.
Yeah, I shook your hand pre-game. But if you want to do things right, Gino, you didn't shake Dawn Staley's hand and the players after the game. After the game, it is protocol that all the players line up and they give each other a high five when it's over. You walked off the court, similar to what Mace talked about when Isaiah Thomas and them lost to the Bulls years ago, when the Bulls had been shaking their hands for years after when they lost to the Pistons, and you walked off. You didn't even give the players a five because you were that angry. Then it gets to the point, right, in the third quarter. Okay, cool. It was 6 fouls called. They were all on UConn. Sarah Strong is so mad. She Hulk Hogan her jersey and ripped it. And then when you do your interview, you like, yeah, it's only 6 fouls called on us, none on them. I got a player with a ripped jersey and the referees talking about they didn't even see it. Then he goes to the post game to the podium and be like, yeah, my player got a ripped jersey, they didn't even see it. Why didn't nobody from the staff tell Gino that she ripped her own jersey instead of having him look crazy up there, acting like somebody from South Carolina ripped his jersey? That's one of them shits like, yo, who gonna tell him? He already ran with it, leave it, man. But listen, man, my thing is this. It was a great game. If Dawn Staley missed the protocol and shaking his hand, she probably was prepared for the game. I don't think it was done maliciously. But knowing that, Gino, you should have shook everybody's hand after the game if you're complaining about not a pregame, right before the game handshake. And if you didn't want to shake Dawn Staley's hand, you should have shook the young ladies' hands that participated in the game, because that is also protocol.
Yeah.
He thought when Pat Summitt left, he had it all to himself. So it's probably hurting him to know that a new lady is coming in and taking over college basketball.
Yeah. And then I think there was also, I'm trying to double check, there was a quote where basically she said she was just focused on winning the game. So I know like the handshake and all that became a big part of the story, which again, don't want to ever discredit Gino because he's still an amazing coach, but it just gives a little bit sore loser. I mean, that's just
he's still leading. He's still leading the series against Dawn. He's 10-5, and then he's 9-7. But that 9 used to be 9-3. Is gotten up to 9-7.
Well, what's happening is with Dawn Staley and Gino, right? 2 years ago when they won the title against Connecticut, he stopped the win streak. Pardon me, Dawn Staley stopped the win streak. When they won that game the other day, she stopped a 54-game win streak for Geno Smith. They were on the verge of winning the national title, undefeated for the whole season. Not only undefeated for the season, going back to last year when they won the title. So 2 times she stopped the more than a season win streak, and I know that pisses him off.
Yeah, but it's a great rivalry, so it's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah, you gotta love this, right? It's black girl magic, right?
I mean, Dawn is just amazing at what she does anyways, but so is Gino. So it's just unfortunate that kind of overshadowed a lot because people are seeing the altercation as opposed to like the great, I'm not going to say the best game because it could have been better, but I mean, South Carolina did what they were supposed to do, and then UConn just had some slip-ups. It happened. So that's my opinion
and he's
on
thinking, how is he's a Italian guy losing to this black lady? It's underlining in there. You could tell by the anger.
I don't think it's that. He just when you don't lose, like that shit is hard.
Yeah, I don't really see race, but I see it in this situation. I definitely see it.
Well, I'm gonna wait for Mo to get here because shout out to Gino and shout out to Dawn as well. But we gotta give love to Corey Close in the UCLA. That's who actually won the title. And we're talking more about this than the team that actually won the title, and this is their first championship. But I'll wait for Mo to get here. We'll indulge on it more.
Break it down.
Yeah.
Okay. And then last thing before we wrap, since we're on the topic of women's sports. So the Chicago Sky have actually traded 2-time WNBA All-Star Angel Reese to the Atlanta Dream for first-round draft picks in 2027 and 2028. Mace, what does this do for the city?
I don't like it.
Okay.
Nah, let me stop.
Got it.
Welcome to the A. Angel Reese, I think it fits her brand better. I think Atlanta fits her brand with everything she wants to do, being outside, music, podcasts, fashion, everything she's trying to do. She could do in Atlanta. I'm going to have to invite her. I'm going to have to invite her to church or something. And who knows? But the Dream got to win, though. Dream got to win.
Listen, she averages 14 points, 12 and a half rebounds. One of the new faces for the WNBA. very standout, very big personality. So to get traded for just draft picks, I think is more to the story. I think the requests started getting crazy. Yeah, I need the parking spot and I need this many tickets. Yo, I need this on the Jumbotron when I come out. You know who I am. Fuck is you talking about? Like, I don't even know.
Change the music.
Yeah, just change the music. I think the request getting crazy. Because you get a player of that caliber, young, still young. You got 14.7 points, 12 and a half rebounds.
She baller.
Yeah, especially this her second year. And they get traded for draft picks, it's more to the story. Niggas say, y'all deal with it. Then take it, matter of fact, take it to Atlanta. That's bad anyway. Y'all be used to all that. That's how I feel when I seen this, when it's like for draft picks. Yeah, we all right, we'll be good.
Yeah, we're gonna wash our hands.
Yeah, we'll wash our hands. But shout out to Angel Reese and good luck in Atlanta.
Yeah, definitely a good look. And I know you're saying like the Dreams guys start winning. They do pretty well and they're definitely play better than this guy did. So I think it's a great fit. I'm excited to see how it's gonna go. Like maybe Mace will see you at an Atlanta Dream game potentially, because that would be really dope. Just putting it out there. Like I think we should all go to WNBA games.
That's a horrible trade to think about. Like now that Killer brought that up, that's horrible.
That's what I'm saying.
Like it's not even some great picks. It's like you can have it.
Yeah. That's what you want. That's what I'm trying to say.
We'll see what happens. Like I said, I still want to see you at a game. Maybe that's going to be the next bet. If we ever make a bet for something, I'm going to be like, I want you at the Atlanta Dream game. I think that'd be dope. But in the comments down below, y'all, let us know what you think about Angel Reese being on the Dream. But that is all the time that we have for today. Thank y'all for watching. And as always, it is what it is.
All right. That's where we leave it. Because between LeBron's Memphis comments, the whole Gino and Dawn Staley handshake saga, and Angel Reese getting traded to Atlanta for what might be the worst return package we've seen all year, this episode covered a lot of ground and stirred up a lot of opinions. But real talk, y'all. Appreciate you pulling up and sitting through this whole one with us. Drop a comment down below and let us know. Was LeBron wrong for what he said about Memphis? Or did he just say what everybody's thinking? And let us know your take on that Angel Reese trade too, because we know that one's got people heated. We read every comment, so let us know where you land. And look, if you made it through this entire episode, including the underrated cities conversation, you already know exactly what type of show this is. So do us a favor, like the video, subscribe if you're not locked in yet, and turn them notifications on, because next episode's already brewing. And trust me, somebody's about to say something that gets the whole comment section going again. All right, that's us for now. It is what it is. We'll catch y'all next time. Don't go nowhere.